I think I've decided where the line is for me for when someone deserves cruelty. Because I don't think cruelty is just bad always. Sometimes people deserve to be talked to in that way. Sometimes people need to have their entire world shattered in front of them. Sometimes they need to be completely embarrassed and shock and awed out of ever showing their face in public, right? Or at least showing their face in public while saying the things that they do. And damn, there are a lot of people, and it's not confined to one political side. Yeah, we need to be cruel. we need people to be embarrassed to say some of these things in public. We need people to be embarrassed. We need people to be utterly fucking ashamed of the way that they talk in public. They need to be, we need to make them feel the shame that they ought to have been taught to feel when they were a child. You know, like we learn very early on to feel shame for being naked around other people, right? We learn very early on to feel shame for doing something socially unacceptable, like burping at the dinner table or something, you know? What else? There's so many things that we're just, at a very young age, we're taught this is socially unacceptable and that you should feel embarrassed when you break these social conventions. Not enough people feel fucking shame, dude. Nah, bro, you tried overextending and now you got the clap back? What the who the do you think I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't even know who you're responding to. I'm at the point where I just assume all the dumbasses confidently spewing BS are Russian bots meant to enrage me. No. Get it through your thick fucking skull, baby blasphemy, okay? No, it's not all Russian bots. Maybe that's like a good way to cope with it. But at the end of the day, these are real ass fucking people that live next door to you. Okay? That are saying some of the most unhinged, disgusting fucking things that you could possibly imagine. And then all of the slobbering fucking that are around them will defend it because they have like broadly political like agreement over like some things, and they're willing to look past the utterly batshit fucking disgusting things that people on their side are saying. Like literally the only political faction right now that will hold their own to account are the Democrats. The only fucking people that will ever criticize their own are the Democrats. What the fuck? Like, leftists don't do it. Conservatives broadly don't do it. Republicans certainly don't fucking do it. Communists, fascists, like, it doesn't fucking matter. There's just literally no accountability for anybody on any side unless you're a Democrat, and then you have everyone holding you to account, including your own side. What the fuck? I'm 100% coping, but it keeps me from crashing out. Well, you know what? I can't blame you for that. Did I miss the rage? You did not miss the rage, Testy. I haven't even taken a hit off of my fucking vape, all right? I'm still sober. Yeah, I want to find a nice healthy balance. I want to find some people like the Kevin Castley guy who used to be like a weird neocon is now like he just tweets stuff that's insane. Like this guy's entire Twitter is just like there was peace in the Middle East before Zionism. Anna Kasparian is becoming based. Didn't she like, I'm leaving the left, I'm now politically homeless, like officially? She was talking about people like Kevin Castley, by the way. Weird tankies too. Like it's like this tweet right here. He just stopped responding to me. At issue in the war on Gaza and Lebanon is the question of whether or not you believe people have the right to resist. Blah, 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 resistance, blah, 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 blah. Is there a form of resistance? Or if their form of resistance was publicly raping 5 people with firearms every day, do you think that they should have that right? I forgot to put every day. No, I'm not a Zionist, Sondsol. So you're saying there are some limits to what actions people can take as acts of resistance. The IDF is not a resistance force. I'm talking about the people that you're celebrating up here. And the entire point is that maybe we can agree that people have the right to resist against their oppressors. Maybe we can agree on that easy. But you know what we can't agree on is the ways they go about it. Someone should be cruel to him. He's a weird tanky guy who's celebrating whenever a Jew dies. Andrew Wilson and his wife are like constantly, like their entire personality is just like, I hate women. They're toddlers who don't deserve rights. That's their entire personalities. What the? What is this? I've not heard about the shelter and services program. I haven't heard anyone talking about that. Okay. We should watch content. And then once we're officially ready to fight, we'll see if Kevin Castley's still going. I need to get into a mood. The using the disaster for political reasons and people are lying about it. Yeah, all of these people that are like blatantly lying about the natural disaster funds, they should be shamed. If they're journalists, they should be fired. They're lying to people. They're using the deaths from a natural disaster to lie to people for political gain. I will never, ever, 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 ever accept someone in my chat telling me to be more understanding of the other side until they give me something to actually understand. When it's not just a blatant lie, that's when I'll start trying to be more understanding again. Because I've spent the past 3-4 years trying to understand and trying to be empathetic and trying to be understanding and, you know, trying to get where people are coming from. I hate conservatives. You not anyone in my chat per se right this second, but like these conservatives, they live in a world of lies, and they can be proven. They can have it proven to them that what they're saying is a lie, or that what someone is telling them is a lie. And they'll sit there with a glazed over look on their eyes. And then just say, yeah, but what about the border? And then they'll forget that you ever proved to them that what they believe is just like not reality. These people should be shamed out of ever opening their stupid troglodyte like maws with teeth rotted out because they were too skeptical of Big Pharma to ever brush their fucking teeth. They have diabetes because they don't believe Big Pharma that sugar will give you diabetes. They're all fat with no teeth, but they have their feelings. Ask me if I give a about anyone's feelings with an IQ under 70. That's 90% of the Republican Party right now. They need to be rehabilitated. They need to be put back into remedial schools. These people are insane. I live in a country. I'm sorry, Tron. Blur the word. I live in a country full of these people are crazy. And I just can't get over it. I can't get over it. I can't get past it. I keep on talking about it. I can't move on to another segment because I've been thinking about it all day, scrolling through Twitter, looking at the news, switching off of Twitter. Okay, I'm going to look at Facebook for the first time in 6 months. Jesus Christ. Normies saying bullshit and thanking the people for feeding them bullshit. It is crazy. Like, I don't know how to get past it. I don't know how to even move on from stream at this point. What's the point in talking about anything in the news, anything that's factually, actually on the ground happening, if half of the country just believes the opposite of whatever the government says? I haven't said anything bad yet. This is exactly what Putin wants. Yes, it is exactly what Putin wants. He wants half of my country to remain in blissful ignorance about anything that's happening in the real world. Yes, Putin has captured the entirety of conservative thought in the United States. He has latched onto the cult of personality that Trump has built around himself and feeds these people soy slop every single day in like the perfect little oinky pigs they are. Eat the soy slop up. Pieces of bacon. Like it's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. This is exactly what Putin wants. Like, in a way, you're right, but I don't think that the way you're using it is the way that I'm using it right now. I just don't think so. Jesus. All right, let's just like watch some videos. Let's see if we can break the doom spiral that I've put myself into. But then you aren't interested in acknowledging the counter to this, which is that the Dems are lying to you too. Pretend like it's just one side, that you are above it all. There is no lie that the Democrats have pushed, or the Democratic side has pushed in recent memory that I can even think of that plays any role in anything. Show me one big lie that has made the Democrats stupider. There was a very large streamer who has a girl's name that everybody seems to hate, but he had a really good analogy. It's like there are two kids that walk into a classroom. One shit himself, pulled the shit out of his pants, smeared it all over his hair and face, and then smeared it all over the walls. And then there's another kid that came in and he has a bad haircut. And I'm being told right now to criticize both of these kids at the same level, where you can be morally lucky. It's cool. You realize I haven't always been a hardcore Democrat before, right? You realize I've gone through plenty of political journeys throughout my life and plenty of different moral understandings of the world. This isn't moral luck. I've arrived here after years and years of trying to understand what the world is like going on around me. You realize that, right? You can literally go through, hey, here's like a little tip. And maybe I'm being a little bit too patronizing right now, and I apologize for that if that's the case. I'm a little high, and it's like insane to me that someone's saying this to me. But if you want to, you can go to my channel. If you go to youtube.com/@Sondsol, and you go to my videos, and then you start from the oldest, and you just scroll down, you can see my public political journey starting visibly when I was a leftist, but I was a hardcore centrist before that. You can see me being angry at conservatives. You can see me trying to be empathetic and understanding of conservatives. You can see me trying to be understanding of leftists. You can see me being cruel to leftists. You can see me trying so hard. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is true. This isn't about moral luck. This is about looking at the world around me and believing my eyes and ears, and seeing other people who refuse to believe the truth that's right in front of them. This dumb right here. Why? How could anybody ever say? I don't know. Anyways, he's the worst thing. He is the worst thing that's happened. Thank you, Xrox. This is literally the way the world is right now. We're never gonna get off of this doom spiral. Trash Cat Heckin' Chonker, thanks for coming through. How's it going? There are issues prior to Trump that caused the ability for Trump to get elected. Trump is far worse. Yep. You can say not me in particular, but goddamn, dude, this is just true facts. This is just insane. I live in a world that I can't understand. I do understand the world, but I refuse to accept that understanding. My understanding of the world is people will actually rather... I think that most conservatives, this is my true belief, I think that most conservatives know that 90% of the criticisms about Donald Trump are true. I think 90% of conservatives believe that and know that. I think they do. I think that they just legitimately have so much hate in their body, and they have chosen the Democrats and anything that Democrats believe is the reason that they're such hateful little shits. Just rancid human beings with rancid personalities and rancid beliefs about the world. And they see Donald Trump going up and acting like a every single day. They go up and they see Donald Trump like, where's the clip? People will listen to Donald Trump speak like this and say that he is a man of action. He is a man who knows what he's talking about. He's a businessman who's ready to make business deals, who understands the issues, that knows what he's going to be doing, knows what he's doing once he gets back in office. They ask him, what will you do to help reduce the cost of childcare? And this is his answer.
Specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. I was we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue, but I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, that because look, childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare.
This goes on for another minute. He says nothing. It's literally just word salad. Where's the transcript? We had, what specific piece of legislation will you advance? Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down, I was we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue, but I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about that look like childcare is childcare, it couldn't, I'm sorry, it's just such word salad I can't even read it. You couldn't know there was something you have to, wait, what the?
There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, that's literally, it's correct. That's literally what he said. You couldn't know there's something you have to have it in this country. You have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly, and it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare, that it's going to take care, or we're going to have, I look forward to having no deficits within a fairly short period of time, coupled with the reductions that I told you about on waste and fraud and all the other things that are going on in our country, because I have to stay with childcare. I want to stay with childcare, but those numbers are small relative to the kind of economic numbers that I'm talking about, including growth. But growth also headed up by what the plan is that I just told you about. We're going to, and people want me to take this guy seriously, and you want me to take the opinions of people that support this guy seriously? It's like a school child trying to give a speech he forgot to prepare at home. True. It's just like, man, dude, I'm tired of the talking down to Democrats about not being understanding of the other side. Brother, I understand the other side. And the other side doesn't want to live in reality because they just hate liberals more than they love anything else. More than they love their quality of life, more than they love their country, more than they love the Constitution, more than they love America's position as number one in the world. They hate Democrats more than they love anything else politically. It's like the oracle at Delphi. Priests of Apollo have to interpret the ravings and find a policy in it. 1 second. As long as you act in a dignified manner, you can strip the legitimacy of our systems. Frankly, y'all, while Citizens United and the Patriot Act are still in place. Citizens United and the Patriot Act haven't this country in the way that Donald Trump has. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah, two shit sandwiches. My critique isn't one side is better than the other. That's the whole point. Thank you for making it for me. One side is markedly and demonstrably better than the other. This isn't the choice between like, oh, a nice deli roast beef sandwich with all of the fixings that you want, you know, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of aioli, I don't know, in a ham sandwich that you made at home on white bread with no cheese. It's the choice between a pretty zhuzhed up sandwich that you can make at home, ham, turkey, roast beef, maybe a little slice of cheddar from Boar's Head, a little bit of mayo. Not quite what you would get ordering out, but you know what? It's pretty decent, and I would go in for seconds. The choice between that and someone telling you that they're going to bring you a sandwich later. That's what the actual comparison is. You don't even get a sandwich at the end of the other person. At the end of the day, they're just ass and telling you it's a sandwich. Trump had 4 years to attack the Patriot Act. If you're not a fan of those policies, Trump isn't your guy. Well, I don't think that what Bongan stuff is saying. I think that Bongan stuff is just a political nihilist. And I feel like there was a point where I was a little bit of a political nihilist. I kind of hated everybody. But you know what happened? I grew the fuck up. I hit 27 years old, and I started to realize, hey, you know what? I need to stop being, you know, some troglodyte like near Zoomer who's just angry about the world. Maybe I should understand what the world is and what's going on in the world. And maybe I should like re-enroll in college and get my degree. Let's go. And, you know, it's just like, maybe it literally is just an age thing. Maybe the Zoomers really are just us, but I don't think that that's it. I think that there's half of this country that just hates the country or hates the liberals in this country more than they love anything else. I think that's what it is. There is no major piece of policy that both Democrats and Republicans agree on, because the second the Republicans realize that the Democrats are on board, they about face. Look at the immigration bill. Look at the immigration bill, my guy. It was written by a Republican. It had majority Republican support in the Senate and in the House. The Democrats were about to vote on it, and they all turned their back because they love Trump more than they love anything else. And it will fuck over the Democrats if Donald Trump gets to talk about immigration for the next 6 months. I want to live in a sane country. I just want to live in a sane country. That's what I want. That's all I want, man. I want to be able to like have fun on stream watching other people's lives fall apart because I'm such a stable person, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, relationshipally. I love watching other people's lives crash and burn. The Mr. Girl arc was hilarious. Okay? It was angering and all that shit. The dramas that used to happen on Twitch were so fun. And then we had a little bit of politics thrown in every once in a while. But now we're in like DEFCON 3. We're in DEFCON 3 in the real world. I can't even look at the funny shit that's happening all over the internet. None of it interests me whatsoever. I cannot think of the last time there was an oh, you know what? I can remember the last time that there was an interesting drama. And that was the people that I personally hated got outed as being like major pieces of shit. What were their names? The people that kept on spending all of their GoFundMe money on like furry porn. Fuck, I can't even remember their names. Nope, it's not coming to me. Nah, not Wick. Doe? No, it's someone that was connected to Poppy and Xena. That was the last drama that I was interested in. And the only reason I was interested in it was because I personally hated those people. They personally hated me and I personally hated them. And I loved watching them completely collapse. But we're in DEFCON 3. Nothing's interesting except for this. Except for watching the world burn down around me. I feel like it's the beginning. I feel like, you know what it feels like? It feels like the very beginning of COVID. Where the only thing that I could look at only thing that I could look at was the news to see if we were all going to turn into like zombies or have our dicks blow off because we all contracted this new virus and no one knew what any of the effects were going to be. And I was just like sitting there like, whoa, dude, this shit's crazy. We're living through history in real time. And now we are again, but nobody seems to give a fuck. They just keep on shitting on the Democrats for like the most like Z tier, like lazy things, half of which don't even really exist. Half of these things don't even happen in the real world. We're bringing back the rage, okay? This was a very long hour and 7-minute intro to stream, and this intro to stream was just about how I'm bringing back the rage. I need to get medicated, then I need to get on stream, and then 3, I need to shit down the throats of all these scum subhuman pieces of shit that go around celebrating and loving terrorists or celebrating and sucking the cock of Donald Trump. I just want to and then like lean over them and do the flat foot squat over their neck, dude. Like they're not human beings. They're horrible, rancid human beings. I can't describe in words how much I hate these people on both sides. Don't get it twisted. This is not just about the conservatives. Leftists are actively, on a daily basis, on Twitter, celebrating actual terrorists. All this race just to never beat any of them in a debate still. Oh man, I don't know whose fan you are, but that is a massive cope. I don't know, man. The world needs to change. I need to be the emperor of the planet for like 24 hours. Give me 24 hours. Okay. Let's move on. By the way, if you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Use that Prime sub that you guys get from your Amazon Prime subscriptions. Use the fun little donation link right here. All proceeds from this are going towards paying the editor and getting me ADD medicine so that I can be a productive human being. Give me the narcotics to be able to concentrate so that I can laser focus on hating these people even more. That's my segment. Let's watch something, guys. About way of getting to the fact that like, man, we need to shame people. People need to feel ashamed of the things that they're saying. Imagine like if the world was full of a bunch of Mr. Girls, right? And nobody said, "Hey, you're being fucking weird. Hey, you're being like weird as right now. The way that you're talking." And we just let that slide. And more people started saying things like Mr. Girl. And then you got shouted down for saying, "Hey, don't you think that like all these people who are talking like Mr. Girl are being kind of weird fucking freaks? They're being like weird fucking freaks that are talking about like pedophilia all the time." And then when you said that, everyone shouted you down? It's just crazy. Where is this happening? Everywhere? What the fuck are you talking about? I feel like streaming is more blackpilling me now than it is entertaining me. It's just making me feel the rage that Testy was talking about earlier. It just makes me think like, man, I know that I've come to realize through self-reflection because of stream that the biggest thing for me is I just really hate people who are hateful little shits. I just hate people who are hateful little shits about like anything. I used to listen to Arch Warhammer, but he started like, this is before I even disliked the guy, right? This is back when I was like still like big into Warhammer and listening to his stuff. I was like, man, why can't I listen to some Warhammer guy without him like injecting like some weird QAnon shit in the random middle of it, dude? What the fuck? Why are we talking about how like Hillary Clinton drinks baby blood in the middle of this video about the Dark Angels? What the fuck? But yeah, you got to get out of that headspace. But like how? Like for the next month, that's literally all of of the things that I'm interested in. I'm a political science student. That's where I'm at, right? I'm deep in amongst it. I can't fucking escape it. Oh yeah, right there. The Sondsol archives. I can't watch it back. I can't watch it back because it hurts too much. It hurts too much. I don't even know if I made good arguments or bad arguments. It's just I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear my own voice. So you guys go watch that and tell me if I was cringe. Let's be real, there's a greater than 0% chance she eats baby. Yeah, but I would probably still put it under 1%, right? Like, people hate on Hillary Clinton because it's a very popular thing to do. I didn't grow up hating Hillary Clinton. The Hillary hate only started for me when, like, I was a big Bernie bro. So what I need to do is I need to find out why people hate Hillary Clinton so much, besides the fact that she lost to Donald Trump, right? And the fact that she blew Bernie out of the water. Like, maybe she was a little cringe, but, like, is she, like, the worst person ever? I don't know. But Pokemon Go to the polls? Hey, you know what? That was based, though. Can I just get the one little clip of her?
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
See, that's almost endearing. That's almost endearing. I think it's sexism, personally. Personally, I think it's sexism. She paid off the DNC to get the nomination. I mean, from what I understand at this point, people have debunked that, but I'm not sure. I mean, I just haven't looked into it, okay? It's been a long fucking time since I've given a fuck about Hillary Clinton, but for some reason people still give a, like, Trump disagrees, well then I have to disagree with Trump. My axiomatic belief. Everything that Trump believes is wrong. No, but yeah, you can tell me all the people that disagree. Like, I would just have to look into it. It's a weird inversion there, isn't it, X-Rocks? It's a weird inversion. I mean, maybe some of the stuff about her is true, and I should hate her, but I just don't know. Honestly, I'll probably never do the research because I don't think that Hillary Clinton is a particularly powerful voice anymore. Like, everyone hates her so much. Like, she has not zero influence. She probably has influence amongst, like, the bigger Dems, but outside of that, not sure how much I should actually give a fuck. But, you know, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we should be more cruel. And I'm going to get high and we're going to be cruel. We're going to say some mean shit about people without getting banned. I need to figure out how to walk that line. How to be cruel to people who should be. Stop Twitch stream? Well, no. I'm not going to go that hard, honestly. But yeah, we need to figure out, like, some way to. You need your wall? Is that what that means? No. But yeah, I want to find a nice healthy balance. I want to find some people